Hi, welcome to another one of Wally's Weekend Drives. Man, let me tell you, we got a treat today. First off, this is Drew right here. We are up at Air Park Alfa Romeo for the introduction of the Tonale here, which is the first car that Alfa Romeo has introduced in 5 years. So this is really special. If you're an Italian guy, you're gonna wanna pay attention here. Now, Drew, you've worked up here for a while. What's the general consensus of this as far as customers when they come in?
Well, it's a really unique piece, right? Because like you said, right, Alfa Romeo hasn't released a vehicle in over 5 years. And this is the first subcompact vehicle that they've ever introduced. And just to have something that is going to be, mild hybrid in that market to compete with some of the other brands it's unique, right?
Well, I think they've done a heck of a job. Let's talk a little bit about the motor right here. A 1.3 liter 4-cylinder motor. So this is a little bitty motor,
yeah,
with a turbocharger on it. So we are making just shy of 300 horsepower out of this thing, and because it's a hybrid in that electric motor, we're making like 350 foot-pounds of torque, and that's what launches you off the line. And it's also got selectable, like all-wheel drive or different drive modes in it too. So one of the cool things when you're going down the road, these headlights right here, they're called triple lobe. So right there, so if you look at it, that's a very distinctive look. So coming down the road, you'll be able to recognize an Alfa Romeo for sure. I love this grille right here. And if you look in behind it, you do see the radiator as well as an intercooler in there providing that power. But let's walk around over here, because the one thing that I really like also on this is the wheel design and how it actually fills the fender, and you've got this black trimming around here that accents it too. Now these are 19-inch wheels on here, and they're actually, what do they call, circle? You got 5 circles?
Yeah, you're going to have 5 slots in that wheel, and I mean, Alfa Romeo's always had very interesting wheel combinations.
Excellent. Well, it's Alfa Romeo. Would I expect anything less?
It's Italian.
yes, that's for sure. So moving back here to the mirrors right here, you see you've got your signals right here. It does have the blind spot control in there too, so at a glance you can tell if somebody is in your blind spot. Now, inside, one thing that you're going to find, I mean, a lot of things in there, but the one thing that greets you right to start with are these great sports seats, and man, they fit great.
Yeah, I mean, I fit in the seats. I mean, they're super snug on me. I mean, obviously they're not going to be for everyone, right? But the one thing
he's looking at me when he says that, folks.
But I really like the attention to detail on the interior. So you have the 3-spoke steering wheel, and that's going to be a modern take on a classic design. You're going to have the 10.3-inch display with the Uconnect 5 screen, this is the first time it's been introduced in the Alfa Romeo. It's been out for a couple years.
So if you look into the back here, what you're going to see is they got vents back there, and they got a USB and a USB-C outlet back there, so your passengers in the back can not only stay cool in the summertime here in Arizona, you really do need those rear vents.
Yeah.
But you can power your phone or any other device you have back there too. Now, one of the cool things about it, like we talked about, it's a plug-in hybrid. What does that mean? That means you plug it in at home, just like it's plugged in right now, it's charging right now. It'll give you 30 miles of range, and you can either choose to take that 30 miles at the very beginning, or there's a button on the center console that says save, like power save. You press that button and it keeps the electricity until you actually need it and you go off the gas. Let's take a look in the back here, because there's something kind of cool back here too that Alfa Romeo has definitely kind of cornered the market on here. So if you look in here, one thing you see is the pass-through. So if you're going up to Flagstaff, maybe you got a snowboard, some skis, maybe you're going water skiing, you need something like that, you open that up and you can slide your longer stuff through there. But this is the cool thing right here. As simple as it is, right there, you raise it up and it stays up. This is where the charger, and it doesn't have a spare tire, but you've got your little compressor right there and a little gas filler thing if you need to for an adapter. But you put the charger in right here and it goes in this bag. One thing that we always like to talk about is the MSRP on this. And like you said, there's going to be a couple dealer incentives, factory incentives on this too. But MSRP on this particular model, as tested right here, $51,790. Now, Drew, you're the internet sales guru here. do they get the $7,500 credit, the tax credit?
Yeah, so on a lease, how they structure that tax credit, right? On a lease, you're going to capture that $7,500 as your cap cost reduction, right? So it's basically a down payment on your lease.
Right.
If you decide to finance or pay cash for the vehicle, they cut that in half for $3,750 that you can use on your tax returns for the next fiscal year. There are also some lease loyalty incentives for people who come back to our store that already own a FCA competitive vehicle. So
excellent, excellent. So if you're trading one in, you get a break on that too.
100%.
That's right. Well, come on up here. They're located at 7801 Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard right here, just west of the 101. Ask for Drew. You won't be sorry. Go take this thing for a test drive.